They're witches.
So, apparently I'm a witch.
Because she's a witch.
We've got a witch!
I'm the love witch.
I am a witch.
I am a witch.
I'm a witch!
Sally just came out.
Now the witch is back!
Yes, indeed. Good evening, everybody. Sorry for starting off a few minutes late today, but good evening, one and all. We have just been at a live stream for the members. As you can see up here, we were in the Crow Collective, which is the name of our members only space, and I was talking about all sorts today. All sorts of bits and pieces we talked about today. I showed I showed a tarot deck, which was interesting. It was. And also, what else did we talk about? I can't remember. All sorts of bits and bobs. Some personal stuff going on in my life that I only share with members. So yes, anyway, I love the member streams. They're just chill, relax. So good evening, everyone. I do hope everybody is well this fine and dandy Sunday evening. This is Beyond Authentic, as it says just here. Just there, look, just there. Where we do witchcraft elements, tarot elements, and self-empowerment things. Self-empowerment. We try and promote self-empowerment as much as possible on this channel, because I think it's vitally important that we are an empowered species. I know, right? That was deep and meaningful, that wasn't it? Wasn't that deep? Wasn't that deep for me? If you've been here before, good evening, welcome. My name is Lisa. If you've never been here before, hello, welcome. Hi. I'm quite gobby. Yes, I am. If you're brand new here, yes, I am Lisa. She, her pronouns, thank you. Yes, I am one of those transies. Yes, that is me. Yes, one of those scary transgender people you've heard about on the news. Yes, if that offends you, probably on the wrong channel. I don't swear anymore. I used to be very sweary. Now I try not to swear anymore because YouTube doesn't like it. And on this channel, as you can probably tell, we do psychic readings and we do witchy stuff and all sorts of stuff. What we don't do is sugarcoat anything or blow smoke up anyone's orifices. Okay, so if you're wanting a tarot reading that's going to be all about, oh, you're going to do some interesting things and someone's coming your way. That's not me. Go and buy a newspaper. You'll get about as much in those 2 sentences they give to each star sign every day. That's not this channel. On this channel, right, be careful if you ask for a reading on this channel. Because if you've been embezzling from your company, if you've been having an affair, if you have been lying to your family for 20 years, all of that will come up. Just the way it is. It's never what you want to know. It's always what you need to know. That is with the channel. That is how we do things over here. I often say, in fact, I say it every week. So, you know, it's virtually a mantra at this point. But I always say this channel is like a friend of yours may say to you, "Oh, do you know what? I'm feeling a bit poorly right now. I think I need to." I'm just going to stay in bed for a little bit. And a friend will say, okay, well, I'll tell you what you need to do then. I will come round. Sorry you're feeling poorly. When you're feeling better, I'll come round and we'll go for coffee or something. Yeah, we will. Yeah. Let me know when you're feeling better. I'll take you out for a coffee. Yeah. All right. You look after yourself. You go. Yeah. Your best friend says, shut up. You have been in that bed for 4 days now. You stink. Get some clothes on. I'm going to be there in half an hour. In fact, before you put any clothes on, get in that shower. Then I will be with you in half an hour, right? Half an hour. At that point, I'm taking you for coffee. Whether you want it or not. And we're going to go and put the world to rights. And then, do you know what? Afterwards, if we've cheered up a bit, then we're going to go for a bloody cocktail. That is your best friend. Only a best friend can say that, right? Only a best friend knows how to kick you out of your slumber, kick you out of your slump. That is what we try and do on this channel, right? There's no point. Listen, if you've got a question that you are asking, what the hell is the point in me going, oh. If you say, oh, well, I feel a bit poorly. Or if you say, If this is your question, right? How about this? If this is your question where you say, I think I've got some feelings for Bob at work. Does Bob feel the same way for me? Standard tarot question. If I said to you, here's some cards, and if I said to you, it does look as if there are mixed signals here, and you know, I think that perhaps maybe you should maybe give it a go, right? That's one thing. If I said to you, wow, looking at this, we've got red flags. This card here says that Bob is a liar. This card over here says this. This card over here says that. What on earth? I would not trust Bob with a 10-foot barge pole. If it were me, oh, absolutely not, because this here, which would you rather have? Exactly. That's what we do on this channel. The community here is just as important as I am. We have an amazing group of moderators. They're our mod squad. They are brilliant, all of them. Each in their own way. They are a wonderful group. They are all very compassionate and caring and giving, but they will give you a slap if you need one. Right? That's how it works. I know we do things old school on this channel. We are all millennial or Gen X. So we do it old school. Do you know what I mean? We do it old school. Do you know what I mean? We do it old school. Yeah, old school. And we've also got some amazing members on the channel and amazing subscribers that are here week in, week out. So it's a very loving, warm community here. But do be prepared if you are talking in the live chat, right? If you type in a load of nonsense, be prepared to be called out on your nonsense. That's all I'm going to say. We don't stand for any name calling here. We don't stand for any prejudices here. You can leave all those at the door, quite frankly. This is a warm and welcoming community for all. So as you can see, the flags are here. It's not Pride Month, no, but the flags are here because we absolutely welcome everybody of every identity. Whoever you are, we welcome you here. This is a safe space for all, as it says just down there. So then, all of that being said, I pretty much covered the housekeeping rules, but there is a video that I do need to hit the button for, just because, well, just because. Before we go on, here's the housekeeping. Tarot is for entertainment purposes only. You do make all of your own decisions about your own life. Tarot should never be used to replace medical advice, legal advice, financial advice, or counselling advice. If you're looking for support in these areas, please do seek out professionals in these areas. You do have to be 18 years of age or over to get a tarot reading on this channel. And remember, please don't share private information here or anywhere else on the internet that you wouldn't want anyone or everyone finding out about now or any time in the future. Exactly. That last bit is really, really important, okay? Because I always say this the same way. Good evening, Aquilarius. Welcome to our membership. Thank you. It's lovely to have you. I always say this the same way, right? You might put in the chat something really innocuous. You could say, for instance, hi everyone. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I've just moved into the big red house. Oh, it's so cool. Okay, that's innocuous, isn't it? No one knows where you live. And then next week, do you know what? I live opposite the big church, and every couple of days they do their bell ringing practice. Oh, it's really okay, innocuous. Week after, I live in Shoetown, and you know, it's like it's really nice. Blah blah blah. Oh, okay. Week after, 4 weeks in a row, and on the fourth week you say, I'm going on holiday in 2 weeks' time. I can't wait. I'm going on a cruise. Me and my husband are going to have a really lovely cruise for 2 weeks, go around the Caribbean. The dogs are in kennels because we couldn't take them with them, and unfortunately we couldn't get a house sitter. So, you know, but it's going to be lovely. I can't wait. We've got a suntan ocean. Everything's lovely. Lisa, do you think we're going to have good weather? Blah, 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 blah. I now know that the big red house opposite the church in Shoetown, it's going to be empty for 2 weeks in a week's time. I can get on that Google machine and I can go on that street map, earth map thing, whatever it's called, and I can find out where you live and I can see your house just by knowing that little bits of information. Now, you might think, yeah, but Lisa, who keeps track of it? I don't, but bots do. And if they can track that, they can track everything else. Please be careful what you send. If you are hiding from the Inland Revenue, was the word I forgot last week, or the I don't know, say you are of a criminal mindset, right? Be careful out there. Just be careful out there. Don't put your well, hang on. No, because if you're of a criminal mindset, then you can almost. Oh, did you see? I almost swore. I almost said the F word. Ah, yeah, I caught it. You see that? I caught that. Did you see it? Did you all see it? It went. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. Be careful of your own privacy. Anyway, let's have a look. I caught that. That was good, wasn't it? That was, regulars will know how hard it is for me to catch the swear words, but I did. I did. Thank you very much. I am here now. And Human. Hello, and Human. Ethelred the Unready. Good evening to you. Oh, hang on. I am doing very well, thank you very much this evening. Good evening, Dormouse. Hello from what was a cool Scotland, but warming up again. Oh no, is that good? I don't know, because Scotland, when it's cool, it's very cool. You know what I mean? I mean, it's very cool, man. But it's also very cool. Cold. Chilly. Damp. Just dossing with your feet up. I haven't heard the word dossing for ages. I haven't heard that in such a long time. Oh my God, that's really funny. You're just dossing. I'm just dossing about as well. Oh yeah, please do the YouTubey things. If you haven't done already, please do hit that like button. That's awesome. And hit the subscribe button and then dong your bell so that YouTube knows to send you notifications when we go live. It doesn't happen. Listen, it doesn't happen all the time. YouTube hates me. I think YouTube doesn't like it because I tell it as it is. And I don't do the YouTubey things. I'm not telling you to... Hang on. I'm supposed to... I tell you what. Listen. Let me go into ideal YouTuber promotional mode, right? Are you ready for this? Me, bong, la, 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 yeah. Hi everyone, don't forget to smash that like button for me, and when you're there, we are trying to get our top competitor, our top commenter this week. We've got a top fan. You can see in the chat there are crowns by some people's faces. You can get the crown. If you want that crown, you know what you've got to do. Keep commenting on this channel. Comment now. You could be our top commenter. The top fans currently on this channel are... We've got Patricia in number 1 position. We've got Crystal Rose in number 2. Holland is bringing it up in number 3. And Steady83 is at number 4. So if you want to beat them, you got to comment on this channel. Put your comments in now. You could be our top fan. I'm exhausted. It's a thing that YouTube is wanting everyone to do, is to do this top fan commenting thing. It's not what we do. I'm exhausted just doing that for 10 seconds. I don't know how people can keep it up all streams. Anyway, no, we don't use that word. No, because you can go... I've said it on this stream before. I've said, oh, isn't it? And then, oh, we could finish early. And then 35 people come on instantly and all send little doodahs for... Excuse me. You can go off people, you know. Hello, Luhu. I hope you're well. You like my t-shirt? Thank you very much. Yeah. No, we don't use it. Because this is when you go, oh, it's so... We could finish at 8:30 today. And then 25 super chats come in for readings. And we're here till 9:35. Yes, you can guarantee it. Yes. Yeah. It happened. It happened. I can't believe it happened, but it happened. I know, right? Liz. Bless. It's been a tough week this week. The energy is off. I think, do you know what? I think a lot of people, after the week of the heat wave that seemed to be across the world, I do think it's been a bit pants. And I do think... people have sort of, because I don't know where you are, Crystal Rose, but here in the UK we had a heat wave. We've then gone to very dull grey weather, and so all of a sudden people were like, oh, it's really hot and sunny, if only it was a bit cooler. Then suddenly it was a lot cooler and everybody's gone, oh, I can't go out in the garden no more. I was enjoying it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. So yeah, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I think yeah, that's why. Thank you very much. We try and be positive here. We really do. You need the camera to go in and out of my face more. I mean, I can do that. I can absolutely do that. Like, I mean, how, like lines now, wrinkles. Let's not. How close do you want me to go? Do you know what I mean? Wrinkles, lines. Also, I know, Lisa, you're just now realising I've still got sort of near Menworth Hill, which is a large American army base. And normally, if there's UFO reports, you can see them sort of, you know, they go over and things. The planes or something happens. I don't know. Anyway. Yes, hence the reason for deciding not to wear any mascara today. And because the one that I got, I could not get off. Couldn't get it off. It's really bad. Anyway, enough nonsense. It's 26 minutes past. Let's do some tarot readings. So, if you would like a reading on this channel, what do you need to do? Well, there are two ways to get a reading. The first way is wait until you hear this noise. When that happens, it means a round is open. At that point, it is time to go ahead and pop your questions into the live chat, starting with the word question. At that point, one of those will get selected at random, and then that person gets their reading. Everybody else, select and copy your question and get it ready for the next round. Or, at any time during the stream today, you can send a super chat. If that super chat is for any amount, you get a 3-card reading. If it's $10 or above, £8 UK or above, you get yourself a longer 6 or 7 card reading. I will always do the super chats first, and I will always do them in the order they come in. So if I get 3 in one after the other, I'll read them in that order. If there's no more super chats, I will open up another free round. That's how we do it on this channel. 10% of all money goes to the PDSA, which is the People's Dispensary for Sick Animals. 10% also goes to the Albert Kennedy Trust, which is a wonderful charity here in the UK that help LGBTQIA plus youth and who are facing homelessness because families and acceptance and all of that stuff. So all of that being said, let's open up a round. So then it is time. Do please go ahead, pop your question in the live chat, starting with the word question. One of those will then get selected at random. As I say, we get one per round. Then I open up the next round. The only way to guarantee that you get yourself your reading is, of course, by going ahead and sending it through as a super chat. If you want to know more, here is a little video.
Ask your question now. Send your question as a super chat to guarantee your 3-card reading is next. Donations of $10 or £8 or over will receive a longer 6 or 7 card reading. To try for a free reading, write your question in the live chat starting with the word question. If no super chats come in, a free question will be chosen at random. And if you need help, just ask one of our mods.
Exactly, and if you don't know who the mods are, they are the ones whose name is in blue. So there are people with their name in white. Those are our lovely subscribers and people watching tonight. There are people with their name in blue. Those people are the ones who are moderators. And people with the name in green with a little coffee cup next to them, those people are the ones who are members. Okay, some of the members are also moderators, some of the moderators are also members, some of the subscribers are also, do you know what I mean? It gets very confusing, but that's how it works. Always, 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 if you need, if you've got any question, just ask for the mods in the live chat and they will be able to help you out. Right then, we've had the name Crystal Rose. Oh, Crystal Rose. Hang on, let me look at the chat. There we go. Crystal Rose, a general question, please. Absolutely no problem at all. No problemo. We will do that for you right this very second. Right then, first of all, I need to, what do I need to do? I need to bring this other one up. There we go. Oh, 1 second. I have there we go. Right then, bring that one up. I need your question on screen because for some reason that is not doing the thing correctly. On screen chat. Why is it? Oh, hang on. Hang on. Sorry, I've disappeared, haven't I? Hold on. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I need to press the other button. For some reason, the chat... No, what is going on? Bear with everybody. I'm so sorry. I've normally sorted this by now. I thought I had, to be honest with you. There we go. There we go. That's the one, Crystal Rose. And I'll move the microphone out of the way as well. So there you go. Right then, as always, whenever we do readings on this channel, we always have to cleanse the space. And I do that between readings, and we also bring in Wispy, who is the elemental air dragon that I work with. And Wispy likes being represented. So we've got a obsidian and a wee little aventurine, forgot what it was called there. I have a wee little Chinesey style dragon and a little Game of Thronesy dragon. So there we go. We have our little dragons here representing my dragons. If you don't know what I'm talking about, hopefully the link has just gone into the live chat. I know my buttons are working, everyone. How cool is that? Only on this channel. It doesn't work on the other channel, but it works on this one. So then, we're using the 5th Spirit deck again today. This is my go-to deck in terms of amazing results. And this deck is that best friend that will tell you what you need to know. It doesn't tell you what you want to know, always tells you what you need to know. So then, Wispy, we are reading for Crystal Rose, who wants a general reading, please. A general reading for Crystal Rose. Let's have a wee little look and see where we are for Crystal Rose. So for the 3 card, I've got the standard, where you are right now, what you need to know, and what is coming up in the next few weeks. So then, that's what we're going to do for you, Crystal Rose. This looks a little bit dark here, doesn't it? Let me just see if I can bung that on. Does that make any difference? It just makes it look a bit blue now, doesn't it? There we go. Bit of pink light, yellow light. Oh, that looks quite nice with the yellow. We'll do that for a little bit. And I'll put that more central. There we go. A bit more light. So then we drop your, do your drop. And so the King of Cups, the Justice card, and the 3 of Cups. Ooh, now that's interesting, Crystal Rose. It's a emotional reading for you to kick off with today. So Cups is our emotions. That's where we deal with love, feelings, friendship, all of that lovely sort of positive emotions if it's upright. I tend to read it as more negative emotions if they are reversed, or, you know, sadness. It's not necessarily a negative, but I read it that way. So then, the King of Cups, where you are right now. Again, please accept my apologies for the state of my nails. I'm getting them done tomorrow. I had to cut them down because I couldn't manage to pick the cards up. So I had to chop them down. They are getting infilled tomorrow. I tried to get an appointment today and they were shut. Anyway, because I forgot today was Sunday, to be fair. I thought today was Saturday. ADHD brain. So, King of Cups. Kings are authority figures. They could be partners, they could be bosses. Cups tends to be somebody that you are emotionally connected with. So it could be a partner energy, it could be family member energy, somebody like a father figure, an uncle figure, a grandfather figure, somebody like that. But this king is, I always think about the King of Cups They are in your private space, right? So it's somebody you are very, very close with. Why are they in your private space? Because this to me looks like a bedroom. This looks like one of those, is it called a love seat? I don't know, but it's one of those cushion seat things. It's not an ottoman because it's got the back on it. But it's the ones that you have to the side of a room. Do you know what I mean? Like under the window on the wall. He's got his shoes off. He's taken off his crown, his hat, right? This is somebody who is very comfortable in this space. I don't think this is referring to you, Crystal Rose. I think this is referring to somebody in your life, right? So someone in your life is very comfortable in your space at the moment. Now, kings are quite authoritative. Kings are quite the decision makers when it comes to the cards, right? Kings like to think they are the ones in control. So it does feel as if there is something happening around about this person. Now, in the what you need to know, this is where we've got an interesting card, because this is a major arcana. It's the Justice card. Now, this isn't talking about justice in a sort of airy-fairy way. This is talking about, it could be a legal matter that's happening. This could be a something that you are facing in court. It could be somebody who is wanting to take you to court, or somebody that you have an issue with that you might need a legal measures to deal with, right? If somebody isn't leaving your space, if somebody's in your private space and you don't want them to be, it could be that you have to go through the legal maneuvers to get to it. The other thing about justice, when she comes up this way, justice for me isn't always about the law. I don't believe in an eye for an eye, because then the whole world goes blind. But sometimes the law isn't always just. Sometimes justice needs a helping hand. Now, I'm not at all advocating for vigilantism or anything like that. Sometimes justice comes up when there could be a revenge card instead. Do you know what I mean? Just bear that in mind. It could be that this is something where you feel that justice is needed in some way. And that may well be because a legal thing hasn't happened, or because a situation isn't done. The other thing that this card can often represent is divorce. So it could be that somebody is getting a divorce. It could be that somebody is divorced. It could be that there is a divorce or some other sort of legal maneuvering in that sort of way. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that could also be going on, just to bear in mind. The Three of Cups. Now, this is interesting because we've got a cup and a cup, right? So when we look for tarot, I personally, the way I read is I look for patterns, I look for stories, I look for connections. So where you are now, what's the future? This bit we can... Where you are now, partner figure, authority figure, probably male energy, related to an emotional connection coming in. We've then got the Three of Cups coming up. So this is reversed, which means there's a little bit of a interesting twist here. But the Three of Cups for me talks about apprenticeships. No, it doesn't. Sorry. The Three of Cups wrong. My brain said the wrong word. The Three of Cups talks about the sisterhood, the community, the bonding, right? Because you've got a coffee morning or a date in a what's it called? A tea shop. Do you know what I mean? Like quaint little English. We're going for tea and cakes. Do you know what I mean? Like Betty's tea room. It's that sort of thing. So you've got this element coming in here. You have got a plait. Now, plaits are, again, 3 different strands being woven together. So there's an element here about coming together, and there's also a bit here because threes are steps forward. There's something here about steps forward happening. So if there is an emotional connection coming in, it looks like steps forward are going to happen. But my darling, there is a wrinkle here which comes with the Justice card. Now, that's an awful lot of waffling, which I get. If you are seeing someone, right, remember, you make all your own decisions about your own life. If you are seeing someone, double check they're not married. Double check if they're saying they're separated or divorced. Make sure that's actually happening. Make sure this is actually the case, because this is an interesting one. This has to get sorted before you move forward. But moving forward, going from these two cards, right? Threes are when relationships start to move forward, they start to develop, you start to have that emotional connection. So because of that, because you've got this card coming up and because it is reversed, to me, it feels very, very much like there's things you need to know about this Justice card. There are things that you need to understand. There are things you need to be aware of, prepared for, as things go forward, so that you're not taken completely by surprise, right? There is the Three of Cups, for me, is a really good card in terms of if you've started seeing someone recently, then things will develop, right? If this isn't a new relationship with the King of Cups, if it's an existing relationship, then it might go a little bit wibbly, because that Three of Cups is saying that because it's reversed, there might be a little bit of a, not a change in direction, but the relationship may feel like it's twisting a little bit, or that it's, you know, it's going in a way that you might not want it to. For that Three of Cups, if you imagine that plait slightly coming undone, if you're in a relationship, that could be hinted at that through whatever this Justice card is. If you're not in a relationship, or if a relationship is just starting, or if there is somebody kind of, if there is somebody at work, or if there is somebody who has some sort of sway over you, some sort of, how can it doesn't feel like, listen, the reason I'm hesitating is it doesn't feel like family energy. It doesn't feel like boss energy. So the king, the only thing that's left is relationship partner, possibly a friend, but that's making a lot of assumptions. And if that isn't going on in your life right now, then I don't know what that is, because it doesn't feel like boss energy. I was going to say if there's a boss that's, it doesn't feel like that. This does feel like a partner. It does feel, because the King of Cups, oh, hang on, Wispy. It could be a situationship. Right. It might be that somebody is coming into your life in a way where perhaps there isn't that, initially there isn't that emotional connection, but there's more of a sexual connection, more of a bedroom connection, which is where that's coming from. This is what is tripping me up over saying to you, go for it, you know, hearts and flowers, and get your end away, and, you know, you do you, boo. Because this Justice card is a sticking point for me. There is something here that is still in play that you need to know, because this is what you need to know, right? There is some sort of legal machination going on. If this person is coming into your life but is married, beware. They may well not be as separated or as divorced as they say they are, right? That is what I will say. It does feel as if this has got legs, but it does feel as if it's going to be a little bit wibbly wobbly, timey wimey moving forward. If that makes sense, right? It does feel as if it's got legs. It just feels as if that road might be a little bit complicated. That's what I'm going to say to you. I'm trying desperately hard not to be waffly, right? And I've just waffled all over the fucking place. So I do apologize. Oh, and I swore. Oh, I'm sorry. What is that? 44 minutes in. Oh, I'm so sorry, everybody. Hang on. I'm so sorry. That was very loud. That was incredibly loud. I do apologise. And I did also have this one on at the same time.
YouTube tarot reader Lisa Lee has been found using bad language during her twice weekly live streams. In a shocking turn of events, it has also been discovered that she will not tell you what you want to hear, only what you need to know. The internet is in collective shock that authenticity is alive and well in this corner of the YouTube meta space. Do not watch if you are easily offended.
Sorry, I was trying desperately hard not to swear. Yeah. Right, let me go to the chat. Hang on. Be bloody careful. That justice card is upright. It's not done yet. He might be departing that relationship, but he isn't yet. And you don't want to get stuck in a divorce. Because the justice card, what you need to know, that justice card, right? Unfortunately, justice card isn't just about what's going on for you, but if there's a legal matter, be careful that you aren't dragged into it. Be careful you're not named as the other person, right? Just be really careful with it. It does feel, that Three of Cups coming in reversed, it does feel as if there's steps here. So it does feel as if the two of you will bond in some way, but do be careful. That justice card does not sit comfortably with me right now. Not in a moral way, because, you know, people fall in love in all sorts of situations and people get in situationships that they need to be out of and all of that. It's more about protecting your bubble, because you don't want to get named in something or dragged into something that affects him and also affects you, right? Just be careful with that. But yeah, that's what I'm getting with this. He's not married. You put up your boundaries already. We're just friends. No, you're not. No, you're not. No. It's a cup card, my darling. If you were really, you may be friends, but you're friends with an eye to getting them in your bedroom. You can't pull that over my eyes. What is it? You can't pee on my head and tell me it's raining. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Right? Absolutely not. You may be friends, but there's friends with benefits in mind, put it that way, because he is the King of Cups. That is how you are seeing him coming into your life, in that interesting cup way. Cups are all about the heart and the loins. They're connected, right? That's what that card is bringing in. Friends, my backside. Be careful, my darling. Be careful. That Three of Cups is reversed. It's saying there's a rocky road. There is a road, but it's a rocky road. Be careful, but there is a road ahead for the two of you. And the thing is, I will be remiss if I don't say, be careful, because King energy, Kings of Cups, sometimes can be just as notorious as their knights. And you know what I mean by that, right? There is a certain sexiness that comes in a man with power. There is a certain sexiness that comes with somebody who is so self-assured. Just be careful that you're the only one in a situationship, because that Justice card is worrying. I'm going to leave you with that, my darling. I hope things go really well for you. Enjoy it while you can. Don't think too much about the long-term flowers, dresses, all of that malarkey, invites, person standing at the front, all of that. Don't think down those roads just yet. See how things go. those next few steps forward in this situationship, in that relationship, are going to be the interesting ones, but it has got legs. I wish you nothing but the very best, my darling. Thank you very much for your question. You need to find that out. Justice, be careful. But yeah, I hope that helps. Right then, let's go for it again. Shall we have another round? Do please go ahead, pop your question in the live chat, starting with the word question. One of those will get selected at random. And then, just like we've just done with Crystal Rose, you will get yourself a 3-card reading. Don't forget, if you want a longer one, do the Super Chats.
Ask your question now. Send your question as a Super Chat to guarantee your 3-card reading is next. Donations of $10 or £8 or over will receive a longer 6 or 7 card reading. To try for a free reading, write your question in the live chat, starting with the word question. If no Super Chats come in, a free question will be chosen at random. And if you need help, just ask one of our mods.
Absolutely, do ask one of our lovely mods. Lou-hoo! Thank you very much to the keeper of the questions. Lou-hoo has just been named for this round. Don't forget, if you are currently what was I trying to say? If you are not Lou-hoo, that's what I was trying to say. If you are not Lou-hoo, please do go ahead and not copy and paste, select and copy your question. My brain tonight is all over the road. If you are not Lou-hoo, please go ahead and select and copy your question. That's what I was trying to say. I knew copy and paste was wrong, and then get ready to copy it and paste it in a little bit when we do the next round. Okay, that's how it works. So then, Lou-hoo, let's have a look. Question: what is on the horizon you need to be aware of? No problem at all. Let's have a look for you, my darling. So we are going to cleanse the space, and we are going to bring in Wispy. So then, Wispy, what is on the horizon for Lou-hoo? This is where you put cards in round the wrong way, you see, from doing a reading. That's something that Lisa does quite often. Yes, it is. It absolutely is. So then, let's have a wee look. So, what is on the horizon for Lou-hoo that they need to be aware of? What is on the horizon for Lou-hoo? I keep wanting to say New Who, because there's all the Doctor Who speculation at the moment about, is it gone? Is it going to HBO? Is it going to Netflix? Is Billy Piper the next Doctor? Spoilers. We had a card flip. We stopped shuffling. We've got the Knight of Swords. So then, my darling, what is coming up? You need to be aware we've got some issues. There is some turbulence ahead, right? Turbulence ahead. What do I mean by that? Exactly what it says on the tin. There is some turbulent energy coming up here. Now, what I mean by that literally is that there are some challenges and obstacles coming up for you in the next few weeks, right? I'm saying that because the card that's flipped, this becomes a clarifying or modifying card. And that means it does exactly what it says on the tin. It clarifies or modifies the next cards that come up around it, right? So what that means is literally the Knight of Swords is the lens that we look through. Swords are your trouble and strife, obstacles, challenges, turmoil. Knights are teenage energy. The fact that it's coming up reversed means it's coming from an external. So there is an external vibe coming your way that is a little bit, it's bringing questions to your door, put it that way. There's a take that look off your face, bringing all of that madness to my door. Well, I've news for you, I knew before. I think it's from Chess. Take that look off your face. This is the energy that this card brings in. So then, Okay, so we've got the Queen of Swords coming up in the middle. There is definitely someone, and she is bringing it to you, my darling. So, where you are right now, the 10 of Wands. You are overly confident. There is something here that you are too comfortable with. There is somebody here in the middle that I'm going to tell you about, but there is a relationship here with this person that you are too comfortable with, and it's about to get it's going to try and bite you on the bum, right? It's going to try and bite you on the bum. Wands is all about confidence, self-esteem, how you see yourself, your sense of security, your sense of self. Tens for me are overflowing. You can see we've got all of these wands together, so much so they've spontaneously combusted. Poof, here we go. Now they're on fire, right? Something here is out of sorts. Now, the thing with this is that it's like overconfidence coming into a situation. Something that you are not arrogant about, but definitely you think is safe, and it might not be safe. So there's a relationship here. What do I mean by a relationship? Well, the energy that's coming in and what you need to know is the Queen of Swords. In and of herself, that's not too bad, right? In and of itself, there we go. The Queen of Swords is not actually too negative a card. However, when you're coming through this lens here, that's when things get complicated. That is when things get difficult, because you've got this already, this unsettled energy coming through. There's a hair in my mouth. Hold on. Got it. It was stuck on my in between my teeth. That's awful. Not like that. Not like that. But this woman, queens are older women. Normally I would say nurturing, but this is the absence of maternalness, absence of nurturing, the absence of care and compassion. She's somebody who is quite cold, quite calculated. And this, she's bringing in this negative energy, if that makes sense. Because of that, she's definitely the one that you need to be wary of, right? There's a connection here where whoever this person is, whether it's a work connection, I think it's more of a personal connection, to be honest. You need to be careful. It could be work, because we've got the Pentacles coming up. She is going to put on you a whole lot more work than you were expecting. Now, this could be effort. It could be deadlines, things like that. So the Eight of Pentacles for me is all about this element of working, burning the candle at both ends to make things meet. Working really, really hard, all hours, to get these deadlines done. All of these 8 tools, these different tools, are all being used because you need to keep getting everything done. You need to get this, it needs to be finished. Oh, it's not, we're not there yet. We're going to miss the deadline. You need to put in those extra hours, overtime. The fact that this is reversed means do you know what it almost feels like? In all honesty, Luhu, it feels like if this is a boss, they're going to give you a project that you cannot do on time within this time scale, and they know it. And this is where I say this overconfidence is coming in, because it's almost like you like this person, right? You like this person. Everything is lovely with this person. You have a good relationship with this person. There is a relatively okay working relationship. And then all of a sudden, oh, by the way, Luhu, you need to go ahead and here's this mountain of work for you to process. I need it done by Tuesday. It's 7 o'clock on Monday morning. What do you mean you need it done by tomorrow? This is like 3 weeks worth of work. Oh, I was going to tell you, but then I went on holiday and it just slipped my mind. But it still needs to be done by Tuesday. This deadline is going to be really, really hard for you to complete, almost to the point where it's going to be unmanageable. And it's coming because whoever this person is with these swords, it's almost like you're being set up to fail. Right? If this isn't a work connection, then it's somebody in your personal life who's also trying to set you up to fail in some way, right? The only other thing this can relate to, Pentacles is also growth. So there is something here where this person is trying to push you towards deadlines and targets in your growth area. Now this could be emotional growth, spiritual growth, whatever. I don't think it's that. It doesn't feel like that to me. It feels far more like this is a work connection, and it feels far more like this is a boss or a workmate. The only thing it could be in terms of growth, thank you Wispy, it could be something like a parental figure, not necessarily a mother, but somebody who's in that sort of role in your life, who is trying to push you forward for what they see you should be doing. Oh well, if you just lost a couple of stone, you'd feel so much healthier. Oh well, if you just, you know, went to the gym 5 days a week, you'll be, oh well, if you just did a course, you could have so many more opportunities. Do you know what I mean? They're pushing you to do something that you don't want. I think this is more about deadlines. Oh, excuse me, I had to sneeze then. Hang on. No, I thought I had to sneeze again. But yeah, I hope that helps. I think this is work. Be very careful, be mindful of this person, because at the moment you're too trusting with them. I hope that helps. And yes, thank you very much for your question, Lou. Oh gosh, let's look at the chat. It's a great song. What? The other great song from the musical was I Know Him So Well. Chess. That was what that was. Good evening to Nature Mage. Good evening to Ritz. I've just seen you both in the chat. A wonderful singer. Oh, Elaine Page. Yes. Yes. Take that look off your face. Oh, was it Barbara Dickinson? Oh, okay. I don't know. Whichever one it was. Oh, okay. You love that song. I knew before. Take that look off your face. It's all about, Ed, you say you've never heard the song. Have a look at it. It's a brilliant song. It's all about, basically, somebody knows that their friend's husband is cheating. But the secret is the wife knows already. Right? The wife knows already. But she's talking to her friend and she basically says, you couldn't wait, could you? You heard that gossip. You could not wait to come and be the one to tell me. You are a complete bee. You are, that is such, like, you couldn't wait. Well, do you know what? I already knew. So, screw you. I already knew. But you couldn't wait, could you? You're supposed to be my friend. You couldn't wait to do that. You're evil. It's basically that done in a really lovely da 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 da. Andrew Lloyd Webber, I think. Computer, who wrote the musical Chess?
Chess, the theatre performance, was written by Richard Nelson.
Oh, well, there you go. Anyway, hope that helps, Lou. You'll keep an eye. There could be something that pops up. Never get anything other than those blooming swords and trouble and strife. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, my darling. Forewarned is indeed forearmed, which is difficult if you wear watches. Ah, my darling. Hello. Hiya. Oh, you're looking very sexy in the black t-shirt.
That's because I'm dirty.
Oh,
I've been outside.
Oh, yeah, you have. Oh, I can see that.
Tomatoes, yes.
Do you want to say hello to the chat?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, you do look lovely.
No, I'm.
No, I like that on you. I mean, you are covered in something.
Well, the big tomato plants.
Oh, is it pollen? Have you been pollinating?
No, I was stopping them going.
Oh, is
they
it
were that tall.
Is it that windy out there?
The 3 large plants.
Oh yeah.
About.
They're about 5 foot high. Yeah, these
nearly
plants.
5 foot high. My plants. Yeah.
Everyone says hello, Rufus.
Hello.
Hello.
Just planting things.
Yeah, he's
up,
planting
potting
strawberry
things up.
plants. No, he's not. Tomato plants.
But
We've got
they
some
are-
5-foot high tomato plants.
They are like nearly as tall as me.
They're up there. They're giant. They're really big.
They are.
They are.
Yeah.
You're doing well though this year.
Yeah. Well, we've still got 12 babies that are now
Yeah.
in the grow house, and
Okay.
they are.
The new spinny composter, we need to put a tray underneath because there's loads of stuff dripping through it.
Is there?
Yeah. So we're missing all that lovely juice.
In
The new baby one.
oh, you're up there.
Yes.
Oh well, I put stuff in it today.
The new spinning. Yeah. Just so you know.
Put a tray under it.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the one in the kitchen.
No, not yet.
Baby.
Not yet. That's the new composter. I know we've got 4 compost bins at the moment because we've now got a juice maker, a compost juice maker. It's got a little tap on the front of it. Anyway, because we are Tom and Barbara Good from The Good Life. Oh my God, have I got any references that aren't like 25 years old? Probably not. What? You used to remember that show? I know. That's what we're living now. At least it's Tom and Barbara, not bloody Margot. Anyway, shall we have another round? I think we should. That sounded like it was playing twice there, and I've got no idea why that was echoed. Anyhow, let's have another round. If you would like a tarot reading, you should know what to do by now. Please do go and put your question in the live chat starting with the word question. I forgot what it was. Put it in the live chat starting with the word question. One of those will get selected at random. Don't forget, if you want to guarantee your reading today, you can do so by going sending your question as a super chat. That's the only way to guarantee your question. We've had a waterfall. Do you know what we've not had in a few days? Let's have I nearly said Stonehenge. I'm not playing Stonehenge. I'm playing Lady Liberty.
Ask your question now. Send your question as a super chat to guarantee your 3-card reading is next. Donations of $10 or £8 or over will receive a longer 6 or 7 card reading. To try for a free reading, write your question in the live chat starting with the word question. If no super chats come in, a free question will be chosen at random. And if you need help, just ask one of our mods.
Yes, indeed. Speak to one of the mods, and our mods are those lovely people in blue. Well, that makes them sound like Smurfs. They're not in blue. Their names are in blue. So, yes, absolutely. By the way, have you seen there's a new Smurf film coming out? Rihanna is Smurfette. Why? Who have we got then? Keeper of the questions. Who? I sound like an owl now, don't I? Who? I've got that blooming take that look off your face stuck in my head now. Who have we got? Keeper of the questions. I'm just waiting for a name. While I do, Ritz. Hang on. Ritz, question is their scope. Thank you very much. A committed relationship with Sid. We will have a look at that for you. Let's go ahead and do the doodahs. I really have got take that look off your face on a loop now, playing in my head. Be careful. Who did I just read for? I've completely forgotten. See what happens. Was it Crystal Rose that I just read for? No, I read for somebody else. Who did I just read for? Lou Who, yes. No, was it Crystal? Oh, I don't remember which, because, listen, right. Let me explain why I'm struggling. I'm struggling because I've been reading tarot for over 30 years at this point. I learned very early on that I have to do the reading, let it go. Do the reading, forget it. Move on. Train my brain not to retain that information. Normally I can retain it for a little bit. So when I'm now struggling to remember, could be fibro brain, could be ADHD brain, more than likely the fact that I've trained myself not to do that, not to remember. But whoever I was just reading for, that I did that, take that look off your face, that song is now on playback, round and round and round my head. Partly, could be, because we talked about it. Largely, be careful. That Justice card and that song are really, really, really... I cannot get those two out of my head. I think it was Crystal Rose. Be careful. Be careful. That is not leaving me. That image of that card is sat front and centre in my mind's eye right now with that song playing over the top of it. There is something that you don't know about. Be aware. Anyway, let's cleanse. That was really loud. That was a bad idea, Lisa. Let's go. Let's go. We are cleansing the space, and I am going to bring in Wispy. Knock the bell over. Bring in Wispy. So then, Wispy, Ritz would like to know, is there scope of a committed relationship with Sid? Is there scope of a committed relationship with Sid? Let's have a wee look. Don't forget, if you are not Ritz, then so be it. You don't have to be Ritz. There's only one Ritz, and that's Ritz. But if you aren't Ritz, and this isn't your question, just down here, there, then select and copy, if you've got that ability. Copy your question and get ready for the next round. There'll be one coming up after this. Unless, if you want to guarantee your reading, select and copy it, put it in a super chatty bit and send it as a super chat. That's the way to do it. Trying to get that song out of my head. That's 2 cards, Wispy. That doesn't count. If anyone's got any other songs in their brain, please give me an earworm that isn't from a musical from 100 years ago. It's not 100 years, it's the 80s. I was about to say, or was it the 90s, but it was definitely the 80s, because I remember the video having shoulder pads, like American football style shoulder pads. So yes, oh, gosh, that is a single card though. Did you see that one? Look, one single card. 8 of Cups. Reversed. There is a emotional thing here. Oh, that's good, because it's an emotional question. Now that's interesting. So as soon as a card flips like that, we stop and drop. Oh, my darling, no is the answer. Right, okay. Very, very clearly, I don't think there is. Reasons being that, again, listen, this is just for entertainment purposes, tarot. You do make all of your own decisions about your own life, right? It's not legal, financial, counselling or medical advice. This is all about your life. You make the decisions at the end of the day. All I'm doing is looking at some pretty bits of card with pretty pictures on. That's it. However, you've had 4 cards drop. The clarifying card is the 8 of Cups. Yours is reversed. If it was this way up, we'd be saying, okay, so this is all about a journey to go and find happiness. The 9 of Cups is the card where things are happy. 10, it's overflowing, it's a bit sickly. 9, we're going towards that happiness. The 8s are all about that journey, right? Go get your relationship. This is reversed. So this is saying this road is not going to lead you to the 9. This road is not going to take you to that happy, happy, joy, joy place, right? It just isn't. If anything, this path is going to lead to sadness. The 8 of Cups is all about, like, you can see these cups here. I always talk about the fact that it's dripping inside the house and yet it's not raining outside. There's a warning in there. This way round, my darling, honestly, it doesn't feel as if your journey this time round is going to take you to that 9, to that happy, happy, joy, joy place. So that being said, let's look at your 3 cards. We've got Now, this never means old Scratch, old Nick, old Lucifer, old whatever. This is not this, right? The death card, these are not cards that mean what they say on the tin. They are archetype cards. We forget that name. But this card represents puppets, as you can see, but it represents manipulation and it represents relationships. When it's reversed, it's a relationship that really isn't healthy or really isn't a good one to be in. The devil card represents materialism in some cases. In a relationship reading, it talks about basically cutting the cords, right? Cord cutting is something that's done in witchcraft to separate two people. So either there is already a relationship in place, or there is something here where you and Sid... No, I think... I'm trying... Listen, I keep trying to be a bit blasé and a little bit kind, right? I'm trying to be a bit less... I'm trying to be more vague, and it's not working for me. So I'm just going to tell it as it is. This card, the devil card, is absolutely screaming at me that Sid is either in a relationship or hasn't left a relationship properly. It could be that there's a marriage, something that is absolutely bound these two people together, right? Absolutely, 100%. These people are locked together. They are either in a committed relationship already that hasn't yet been unentangled, or there is something like that is going on, right? That is where you or Sid is. That is what's going on at the moment. What you need to know, someone's being lied to. There is again this overconfidence that comes with the wands here, but this is even more so. This is somebody is lying to you and getting away with it. Somebody is trying to tell you that the sky is green and the grass is blue. Somebody is trying to very much trick your confidence in a way, right? They are trying really hard. The Ten of Wands is, I don't remember which way up the devil was. It largely doesn't matter. The Ten of Wands is all about the fact that you've got all of this confidence in a situation, but it's completely misplaced in this instance. Completely misplaced. Whatever the connection is with Sid, I do not feel, these cards do not feel that Sid can be trusted, because in the what's to come of all the cards, you've got the Three of Swords, which is the heartbreak card. It's the heartbreak card. Now, yes, in this deck, the stab wounds that you often see with the swords going through the heart, in this deck, they are being repaired, they are being stitched. But this is still the heartbreak card. When it comes up like this feels like the heartbreak, especially with these other cards around it. It does not feel as if there is going to be a strong commitment with Sid in any way, shape or form. It feels like largely what's to come is disappointment, heartache and heartbreak. This path is not leading towards that happy ever after, happy joy kissy kissy moment. It really isn't going that way. If anything, it's going to end in sadness, despair and hurt. So yeah, listen, I've got nothing else to say. I think that answers your question in all honesty. I don't think there's any scope of any committed relationship with Sid at all. I really don't, be my darling. But again, I wish you nothing but the very best, and hopefully this at least leaves you forewarned and forearmed and all of that. I hope that helps. Sorry, it is not what you wanted to hear. As I always say, I can only read for you what the cards give me. It's what you need to know. It's not necessarily what you want to hear. But again, my darling, I hope that helps, and I hope it gives you some answers and yeah, a few pointers. Right, let's have a look at the chat for you. Hang on, click on the chat. Oh, okay, my darling, no problem. I hope it helps. I really, really do. What you have is a situationship. They aren't married or committed. There's something going on. That devil card, there is something going on elsewhere with them. If they're not committed, that you know of, put it that way. What's happening with Patricia? Searching the circle. What? Searching. They circle slowly over the bypass. Gone straight over. Very noisy and fast. What is? Oh, helicopters. You've got the air vac. Yes, it's stuck in my head. It's stuck in my head, Crystal Rose. Who's escaped? Escaped from what? I don't know. Feels like you've got a whole soap opera going on. You've seen the big Chinooks going over. I do like. I mean, as I said earlier, we are fairly near Menworth Hill, or at least Leeds is. And some of the flight path where they go past and they do... Because Menworth Hill is basically one of those giant places that have the golf balls. You know, the giant golf ball things. They're like radar towery things. It's like US Army top secret spying on everybody. It's not. But that's where they like do the radar thing. Don't quite know what I'm talking about, but you know, have a look into it. It's basically a listening post and a spy post, potentially, allegedly, maybe, but it's mainly where they are doing things. And it's a base that is vitally important, which is really good, because we have said many times, me and Rufus, listen, we are absolutely fine if there is ever a nuclear war, right? If that ever happens and the missiles get launched, one of them is coming directly from Menworth Hill. So before we even know it, we will be deaded, right? That will absolutely, we are not super close to it, but we are close enough that we will be, if there is any pain, it won't last more than a few minutes, and then we'll be gone. We aren't going to be one of those people that gets radiation sickness or mutates or anything like that. No. We are that close that we will have a few minutes, and then nothing that is around here will be anything but ash. Do you know what I mean? That's how near where we are is. So in terms of, you know, a bit of comfort, there we go. If there's ever a nuclear war, we'll be gone before we even know it. Before most people are aware, we'll already be gone and dusted. So, you know, oh well. So when it's always interesting when we watch Terminator 2 Judgment Day, and they've got that bit in the film where they all turn into polystyrene figures, and then they get blown away. That'll be us. That'll be us. Like, oh, there was a loud noise. What's that? Oh, it's getting very hot. It's getting super hot. Oh, now we're gone. Yeah, that. So because we're that close, you do quite often see test flights and planes going all over. We've had quite a few sonic booms go on around here where you go, oh my God, what's that noise? And then, you know, on the local news, it's not even reported anymore. It used to be on the local news. It used to be like, sonic boom was heard going over Leeds last night. Residents, we spoke to Mr. Williams, who said, oh, I was in bed, and then I got woken up because a boom went off. One of those happened, right? There used to be that, and now it happens so often, it's not even on the local news. They go, and in other news, a pet dog yesterday got 3rd place in a pet dog competition. Well done to pet dog. They do that now instead of sonic boom over Leeds. Anyway, all of that stuff. Yeah, this is what I've said. No thanks. No thanks. We watched, well, I went to school with When the Wind Blows, that cartoon thing about the couple that they took the doors off the inside of the house and laid it against, like, facing their windows, and they hid underneath it so they would be prepared because that's what the government told them to do, so they would be safe. Of course, it's a nuclear blast, they're not. Just radiation's everywhere. And that film made me cry and cry and cry and cry. And yeah, so, you know, if it ever happens, bye, love y'all. I won't be messaging you because we'll already be gone by the time you hear about it. So bye. So yeah, it's just one of those. It's just one of those things. Like, I grew up in a city that was a port, and again a large major military shipbuilder was not very far from where we grew. Well, not where we grew up, but not very far from my grandma's house. So because of it, if there was ever going to be a huge attack, that was going to be a huge attack site. So, you know, we grew up with knowing if it ever happens, if Gorbachev presses that button back in the day, then that's it. You know, we're gone. I will say, the closest we ever got to it, and the only moment I thought, damn it, this is scary now, because it was borderline, was watching and hearing on September 11th, and I worked for a computer company and we had offices in New York, and they could see out of the windows what was happening, sort of a bit away, but they could see what was happening, and then it was all on the news, and at that point we could see, and I was like, and at the time I was in a long distance, and the guy I was with was still in that port, and I was like, things could be bad. Things could be bad. That was the only time. It didn't happen then. I don't think it's ever going to happen. But, you know. Anyway, cheery thoughts for a Sunday evening. Never mind, however bad it happens, folks. Just think, however bad it happens, right? Whatever's going on in our dreary little miserable lives, whatever we are caught up in the drama about, don't worry, because one day someone's going to press that big red button and then we just won't be here much longer, so we don't have to worry about it. Don't worry about your debts, not having any savings. Don't worry about the future. Don't worry about it, because, you know, big red button. What is that? What's that? There's a train of thought of philosophy called that. Is it? It's not nihilism. I can't remember what it's called. But it's basically where you go, oh, we'll all be dead, we'll all be dead soon. No, you can't. There are no properties right near Menworth Hill. They're all like golf balls. It's funny because you can actually drive relatively close to it, and or you used to, I don't think you can now, but you used to be able to drive. No, you definitely can't, because in the last 20 years, 25 years, 24 years, you can't. But you used to be able to drive quite close. So it used to be literally like going, oh, look at that giant golf ball. I wonder what that is. And I always thought it was like is it like a golf resort? There's like an indoor driving thing. They're going to teach you how to. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was literally like one of these places where Tiger Woods goes to practice. That's what I thought. Genuinely, I thought it was. And I was like, oh, go past the golf ball. No, top secret military. And if there are ever UFOs, that'll be where they're coming from. You watch now. I'm going to be on a list because I've talked about all of this live. I know, right? The UFOs that Patricia saw all around Patricia's place probably came from us. It'll turn out it was a weather balloon all along. Just like Roswell. Shall we have another round? I don't know why it's now playing it twice. Anywho, let's press some buttons, shall we? Go ahead. If you would like a reading, please do pop your question into the live chat, starting with the word question. One of those will get selected at random if you want to guarantee if you want to guarantee your reading is next, you can do so by sending a super chat of any amount. Don't forget, with super chats, every single penny that comes through, once YouTube takes its 30% off the top, 10% goes to the PDSA, which is the local UK's People's Dispensary for Sick Animals. They are one of the ones that They are one of the ones that help animals. It's in their name. But they help them if their humans are struggling to afford surgeries that's needed, or if they are struggling in other ways. If animals are hit at the side of the road, PDSA looks after those. It's that sort of charity. If you've got a poorly fox that you find in your garden, they are the ones that will help mend it. We also donate 10% to the Albert Kennedy Trust, which supports young LGBTQIA plus people who are facing homelessness, and whatever's left we plough back into the channel. So then, all of that being said, you've got about 30 seconds to get your question in. I know, right? We just had all that horrible thought about the end of the world. Let's look at something really, really lovely now. Let's look at some blue skies.
Ask your question now. Send your question as a super chat to guarantee your 3-card reading is next. Donations of $10 or £8 or over will receive a longer 6 or 7 card reading. To try for a free reading, write your question in the live chat starting with the word question. If no super chats come in, a free question will be chosen at random. And if you need help, just ask one of our mods.
Exactly, just ask one of the mods. I keep pressing the wrong button then. And we have Anshuman. I keep wanting to say and human because my brain is not reading that D. That S, it's reading it as a D, and human. Anyway, my darling, good evening to you, and human. Question, will Zoya get emotionally and Question, will Zoya get emotionally and romantically attached to me? You're dating her and are genuinely interested in her. Lots. If she is. Okay, thank yous to you. No problem at all, my darling. Let's have a look for you. Anshuman and Zoya. I love the name Zoya. It's a lovely name. I mean, not that I don't like your name, I do. But Zoya's a lovely name. Anshuman and Zoya. Zoya and Anshuman. Oh, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Right then, let's do your cleansing. We're going to cleanse the space between readings. And we are going to press the magic button that brings Wispy in. Wispy is my elemental air dragon. I will put a link for them just in that there chat. If you want to find out what Wispy is, there's a whole podcast episode. Also, while you are there, we've just released 2 podcasts last month. I know, two whole podcasts. They were like an hour and a bit long, hour and a half, nearly 3 hours of content, all about witchy stuff and the LGBTQIA plus community, queers and their magic. It's a very interesting podcast. Do go and check that out if you haven't done already. Also, I am on that there Instagram. You can go ahead and send me things on there. That comes through. I'm not very good at posting. I need to get better at that. And I'm also on Blue Sky, which is another social media website. But also you can go and find out my earrings, which are available. They are just here. And also I am wearing the Rio Vidal earrings today. They are all with crystals and what's it called? Silver findings, things that goes through your ear, and then we've got actual crystals, and then this one's got some black skulls on, but they are all different and they're all based around the Agatha All Along series, the characters in that. There's 6 different sets of earrings, and they are all available on eBay at ebay.co.uk/Beyond Authentic, just like it says here. Just all of this is all the branding, Beyond Authentic. Right then, so Wispy, Anshuman wants to know, will they and Zoya get emotionally and romantically attached? They're dating and they want to know how things are going to turn out. Will Zoya become emotionally attached to Anshuman? Basically, is there a love connection here is what we want to know, okay? Is there a love connection between Anshuman and Zoya? That's really what we're asking. So then, let's have a look. Oh, interesting cards. So then, where you are at the moment, we've got the moon. Now, the moon is a spiritual card. The moon is a card for me that talks about finding and looking for that inner spiritual connection. There's a little bit about navel gazing going on with it, a little bit about maybe not so much wasting your time, but maybe taking a little bit of time to, you know, find yourself and all of these sort of new agey type things. But it's also about finding the way through the forest, finding the way through. So that is a very interesting card that comes up, right? It feels as if there is it how I read this card, right, let me just explain why I'm in thought. How I read this card is changed because of Patricia, who's one of our mods. Patricia talks about this card, especially in this deck, as lighting your way through the forest, finding the light through the darkness, finding your path. And there's something about the way this question is phrased. Will Zoya get emotionally and romantically attached to me? Why does this feel like, with this moon, why does this feel like there's give me that again, Wispy. It feels like if you're dating, why are you in this dark place? Why does it feel... Wispy's given me this really strong memory from my own life, being in the woods, and I have terrible night vision. I can't see anything at night time. I ate all the carrots and they did nothing for my eyesight. But when there's low light in the woods and I struggle to see, I have to rely on other people until we get the moonlight, until we get a bit of a clearing where we can see that moon, and then I can see the path, right? Wispy has given me this from a situation in my real life from 25 years ago. Instagram's just bonged. Anyway, this is where you are. So why does it feel like you need to have this guiding light through the darkness right now if you are already dating Zoya? That's the bit that I'm struggling with, because it feels like there's hurdles and divots in the ground and roots in the way and rocks in the way and all of these things that you can't see as you two are walking together through the woods, right? Does that make sense? Oh, 28 days. Also, we've got this idea of the month. Is the month important, Wispy? let's assume... Oh, okay, thank you. Oh, it is. Right, okay. This is where you are right now. I don't know why it sounds like I've got two things playing simultaneously. I'm going to have to look at that again. Anyway, it feels like this is for the month, right? For July. It feels like this moon is coming in with that. There is something here that you need to work out. You need to find the path through whatever this darkness is with you and Zoya, right? So whatever it is, she's dating him. Oh, interesting. What? Hang on. Hold on. Boyfriend? Hang on. Hang on. What? I am completely confused then. Okay, so, right. So, Zoya's got a boyfriend, but he's cheating on her. So, you are dating Zoya for a month and wanting to know if Zoya's going to catch feelings for you because you've got feelings for her. So where does the boyfriend come into all of this then? No wonder the moon's in play. I don't think that it may well be the month, but there's a whole lot of bloody darkness and there's not a lot of light leading you through it right now, is there? Why would you be in that situation, Anshuman? You're either being used to make the boyfriend jealous, or you're being used to be an emotional crutch because Zoya is feeling a certain kind of way at the moment if the boyfriend's away, or you're being lied to and the boyfriend isn't cheating and Zoya's just cheating, or why are you accepting this? This doesn't make any sense, because we do see this. Oh, hang on, my mouse has stopped working. There you go. We do see this sometimes, and it's quite often from younger people, younger girls, younger people that get emotionally connected with people that have already got partners. So I don't know how old you are, but no wonder you're struggling through the darkness right now. What you need to know, the Magician card is coming up. Oh my God, right, okay, listen, I'm just going to tell you what I'm seeing on the cards, right? I'm just going to tell you what I'm seeing on the cards. You make all your own decisions about your own life. Hopefully you're over the age of 18, because you should be, otherwise you can't get a reading on this channel. If you're not, then beware, just beware, because if you're not, the fates will not like the fact that you've asked and gone bypass the rules on the channel. However, right, this is a reading for you, right? Let's take a little bit of this out of the equation. So you are currently in this really dark wood and you cannot see the path out. You need to find your way through the wood. You cannot see the wood for the trees. You cannot see your direction. You need to find that moon to light your way out. What you need to know, the Magician card comes up. The Magician is all about having all the tools at your fingertips to make things happen, right? However, what it feels like you want is you want Zoya to feel for you what you feel for her. But if she's already in a relationship with someone else, what is to stop her cheating on you if she gets with you? Because she's currently cheating with you on her boyfriend. So boyfriend's cheating on Zoya. So she gets back at him by dating you. If she then drops the boyfriend, fair enough. So then you've got you and Zoya. But then what's to stop her cheating on you with Bob? And then you're out of the picture and she's with Bob. And then Bob cheats. So she then starts a relationship with Peter over here. So she then drops Bob and gets with Peter. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've got the tools. If you want to be charming and loving and caring and all of these lovely things, you've got that within you, right? Absolutely. You have got all of the lovely personality traits that somebody would want. And you could probably, right, be absolutely charming and lovely and date her and show her, you know, what it is to be loved and all of these lovely things and be a true, wonderful partner. Are you ever going to feel confident that she isn't going to cheat on you because your relationship is starting with her cheating on her current boyfriend with you? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm trying to say? In what's to come, we've got the Queen of Wands. Now, this is Zoya. I'm not saying she's a drag queen. This character in this particular card is up on stage. They are not showing their true self. They are showing an aspect of themselves, right? They are in a sparkly dress. They've got the microphone. They've got their bit of wood, their wand here, because it's about confidence. And they are absolutely working it. We've got the 9 Lives Ballroom, a little bit of a hint at maybe something is happening. But largely, we've got this strong character performing and, you know, being in the spotlight and loving it. And they are owning the stage. They are showing you all the things. This is not real. This is a performance. I think Wispy has brought this card up because I think Zoya is performing with you or to you to make the boyfriend jealous. I think that Zoya is absolutely 100% leading you along. I think, just looking at these 3 cards and the way Wispy is giving me this card to interpret, I think that you are in danger of getting your heart broken by somebody who is using you to cheat. The other thing about the Magician card, right? The thing that is screaming at me is that, yes, this card could be representative of you. If it's representative of Zoya, because your question is about Zoya, then this card is about manipulation. Because the thing about the magician can manifest, so he can make things, they can make things happen. You could manifest this, I am the most loving and loyal partner that Zoya could ever want to be with. I am manifesting it. I am charming, I am sweet, I am kind, I am loving, I am all of these things naturally, and I am giving them all. Your question is about Zoya. And as much as the magician can manifest, they can manipulate. They can make it look like the sky is down and the grass is up. They can make it see that day is night and night is day. Be really careful, Anshuman, that you don't get your heart broken by somebody who is using you to make a point with their pre-existing boyfriend. If I were you, I don't have it on screen anymore. I used to have a thing. Let's just do it like this. Computer, studio to red. Computer, studio big light to red. There we go. I don't know whether you've seen. And then if I hit this as well. Now, which one is it? Which one is it? Oh, where's my other one gone? There it is. Red light, red alert. Please be careful, my darling. Please be careful. This feels like all of the red flags are going off. I absolutely 100% feel like you are being used, right? I really, really, really do. I think you are being used, and I don't know how else to say it. Hang on. She hasn't broken up with you. With him, no. No. No, you're going to get hurt. You're going to get hurt. Oh my God, 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 oh my God. Red flags. Red warning. Honestly, honestly. This is screaming that you need to avoid. Right? Absolutely. Avoid, avoid, avoid. You are going to get so hurt, my darling. You are going to get so hurt. This person is absolutely using you. They really, really, really are. Red alert, danger, Royal Robinson, danger. You are accepting a situation, right? 100% you are accepting a situation where you are going to come off second best, and that you are allowing yourself to be hurt and used by somebody purely and simply because you, well, I don't know why, but purely and simply because you are accepting of that from this person, right? You don't need to put up with this. You absolutely do not need to put up with this. 150%, right? This is not something that you... I never like to say should. I never like to say should. But you shouldn't have to put up with this, my love. You really shouldn't. If you've got feelings for her, you are going to get really badly hurt. She's knowingly using you, okay? Now listen, you might be okay with that, right? You might be okay with that. You might think to yourself, she's using me, but at least I get to spend time with her. At least if she's dating me, who buys dinner? Who buys coffee? Who buys flowers? Who takes who out? Please be really careful. Nobody in life should get used. Nobody in life should be willing to accept a dishonest relationship because you think that's all that you deserve. You deserve to be with someone that wants to be with you. You deserve to be with someone that is going to love you. You deserve to be with someone that is going to put your needs alongside theirs. And you need to be with someone that's going to be emotionally available to you. Otherwise, what are you doing? If Zoya is emotionally connected to someone else, what are you getting out of it? It may be that, I don't know, it could be that you're getting really good sex. It could be that you're getting, there you go, it could be that you're getting trips out, dinners out, in which case, fine, if that's all it is. There you go then. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. If you are able to handle this sort of situationship where you are knowingly being used to make someone else jealous, and you are knowingly never going to be the partner. You are only ever going to be the way that somebody else is made to feel jealous. If you can accept that as a grown-ass adult, go for it, my darling. Absolutely go for it. I am not one to judge. Absolutely go for it. If you now, you know, and now the cards are unequivocally telling you that that's all it's going to be. If you are content with that, then so be it. Go live your life. Go have that relationship until the cows come home. Go and have that type of relationship. If that is genuinely what you want to have out of this relationship, then go for it. Don't let anybody hold it back. If that is what you want, go for it, my darling. In all honesty, right? Just know that that's probably all it's ever going to be. And if you're happy with that, then go for it. Please don't, because this is where this cycle is then going to continue. If you start dating someone else, break it off with Zoya first. Otherwise, you will then be in the situation that Zoya is currently in. And you will be in a situation, then dating someone else, and that other person could catch feelings for you when you are only in that situation with that other person because actually you can't get the feelings from Zoya. And then the cycle repeats and repeats, and before you know it, there is a chain of people, all of whom end up brokenhearted and sad because nobody is being honest through that entire train. Everybody wants something they can't have, and everybody is using someone else to try and get that thing that they can't want. And in the end, nobody in that entire chain of people is going to be happy, apart from the one at the very top. Nobody else is going to be remotely happy. And that is when karma will come and bite you on the bum in the biggest way possible. It really will. Because what you'll end up doing is giving someone else the same hurt and the same negative emotions and feelings that you are currently getting from Zoya. And nobody deserves that, my darling. You don't deserve that, and nobody else deserves that. But as I say, whatever you're getting out of this relationship with Zoya, it could be that she is the most stunningly beautiful, princess-looking whatever, and you get to bask in all her beauty. You get to be on her arm and go to functions and go to places, and you get to be the amazing Zoya's +1. If you're happy being no more than a +1, fine. Absolutely fine. That is not a problem. If you are a little bit of eye candy for her on the arm, we've seen it with celebrities many times where they have, you know, relationships that aren't necessarily real, but when they're on the red carpet, oof, here is celebrity Zoya with Zoya's partner Anshuman. So then, Zoya, how are you here today at the red carpet? It's really lovely, isn't it? Yes, you're really wonderful. And Anshuman, how does it feel being with Zoya? You get to come along to all of the events that Zoya is invited to. That must be really... Oh, Zoya needs to go now. Okay, Anshuman, bye. Don't forget to hold her bag. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. No, now you need to hold her coat. Yeah. Okay, well, she's going to go off and see the movie now. She's going to go off to the galas. She's going to go off and do all of these things. Sorry, Zoya, as a +1, your seat is over there in the back. Just, yeah, with all the other assistants. Yeah, you just stand in the back, let Zoya shine, and you hold her bag and her coat. And then if she needs something, she'll signal, and then you bring her over a tissue if she needs it. Okay, all right then. If you're happy with that, you do you, my darling. Absolutely, you do you. The minute you're not happy with that, and the minute that you want something more, that's when it becomes a problem. I wish you nothing but the very, very best, my darling. I genuinely mean that. If you are happy getting whatever you're getting from this relationship, then I really hope it helps and it's fulfilling whatever you need it to. And if it isn't, And if it stops doing that, then please look at getting something a little bit more meaningful for you. And with that, my loves, I'm going to say that is it from today's stream. It is 9 p.m. here in the UK, thereabouts, and we are going to finish now. So thank you ever so much, everybody who has joined me tonight. Thank you so much to all of our subscribers. Thank you for watching. If you're on the replay crew, much love to you. Huge red and pink love. Look at that. There we go. Look, red and pink love. Huge love to you if you are part of our lovely replay team. Again, thank you. Please comment, if you're watching this, please comment down below on what you would advise Anshuman to do in this situation, or if there's any advice for anybody else. And we will see you all on next Tuesday's stream. All being well, I'll be on for Tuesday evening. If not, I will let you all know in advance, and then I'll be back next Sunday. Thank you very much to the members. They are the ones who are in green. And of course, thank you very much to the people without whose help I cannot do this channel. And those are the amazing moderators. They all know who they are. Their names are in blue. If you get a moment, give them a little bit of a round of applause in the live chat. Thank you ever so much to the mods. But yes, we're going to go now. Don't forget, if you would like to be a member on the channel, you can absolutely do so. You get yourself members only exclusive live streams and lots of other bits and pieces. And we will see you very soon on another stream. And as I always say, stay you, stay true, stay authentic, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.
Join the Crow Collective. Help to support this channel by becoming a member here on YouTube. From £2.99 per month, you will gain access to members only perks, live streams, competitions, sneak peeks and more. Just click on join for more information. Thank you to all our members.
So, apparently I'm a witch.
'Cause she's a witch.
I'm the love witch.
I am a witch.
I am a witch.
I'm a witch.
Sally just came out.
Now the witch is back!